Left alone in her family's century-old Victorian house, Emma thought the creaks and whispers were just her imagination. But when a shadowy figure appeared, its chilling words revealed a terrifying truth. She wasn't alone, and she wasn't leaving. What happened in that house will haunt you forever.
It was a chilly autumn night when Emma found herself alone in her family's old Victorian house. Her parents had gone out to a late dinner, and she had decided to stay home to finish some homework. The house, built over 100 years ago, always had a way of making her feel watched, as if it held secrets just beyond her understanding. Emma was sitting at the dining room table, pen scratching away on paper, when she heard it. A faint creaking noise like footsteps on the wooden floor. She paused, listening, but the sound vanished into the stillness of the night. She shook her head, blaming it on the house settling, and returned to her work. A few minutes later, she heard it again, louder this time. The sound of footsteps moving down the hallway toward the staircase. Her heart raced, but she forced herself to ignore it. Perhaps it was just the wind, or maybe she was being paranoid. Deciding to check, she put down her pen and moved toward the hallway. The footsteps echoed with each step she took, but the house remained empty. She turned the corner into the hallway, and that's when she saw it. A figure just beyond the end of the corridor. A tall, shadowy presence that seemed almost solid, yet also intangible. "Hello," she called out, her voice trembling slightly. The figure didn't respond. It simply stood there, unmoving. Emma tried to back away, but her legs felt like lead. Her heart pounded in her ears as she realized she could see right through it. It wasn't a person at all. There were faint outlines of a long-dead entity, one that had once inhabited the house. The figure took a slow, deliberate step forward, and Emma felt an icy grip tighten around her chest. "You shouldn't be here," it whispered, the sound of old, cracked voices echoing through her mind. Emma wanted to scream, to run, but she couldn't move. "Why are you here?" she managed to ask, the words barely escaping her lips. "We've been waiting," the figure said, its eyes glinting with a cold, unearthly light. "For someone to finally see us, to remember." Suddenly, flashes of the house's past came flooding back. Stories of unexplained deaths, dark rituals whispered through the walls. Emma's eyes met those of the figure, and she saw not just the sadness and pain of those who had come before, but the deep, unrelenting anger of spirits wronged and forgotten. "You mocked our presence, thought us only ghosts of your imagination," the figure continued. "Now you will know what it means to be trapped in the space between worlds." Emma's body fell limp as she was pulled into the darkness, feeling the weight of all the forgotten souls who had walked these halls. And as she vanished, the footsteps began again, fading into the echoes of the house, a warning for any who dared to enter again. Emma's curiosity and dismissive attitude toward the past and the unseen had unwittingly trapped her in a world she never understood. By failing to respect the history and pain of those who had come before her, she paid the ultimate price, left forever part of the house's dark secrets. If you enjoyed this terrifying tale, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a chilling story. Your support helps us create even more thrilling content, and we're so grateful to have you with us on this terrifying journey. Thanks for watching, and remember, once you subscribe, the nightmare never ends.